2 years ago, we launched our first product, the S1 Pro, which has had tremendous success in the market. Just in 2 years, we've gotten to 40% plus market share in the EV two-wheeler segment. And yesterday, we announced what we call the whole S1 lineup across all price points in scooters. So now we believe that there is no more excuse in scooters for any customer to buy ICE. It is time for ending ICE age in the scooter segment.
But Bhavish, the entire EV scooter space or the two-wheeler space was off to a great start. It was neat of the hour. It was also a unique appeal, which in a sense the millennium was getting, and especially the eco-friendly millennial. But now, given that there is a bit of a reversal in terms of the duty advantage, especially because of flames, what is happening to the affordability and this entire price-sensitive market like India, where, you know, this entire environment appeal is great, but ultimately it comes down to Sasta Sundar Tikau?
Yeah. See, Nikunj, I think that's very important. India is a market where price is very important, and not just low price, but great value for price, right? And that's where our focus on yesterday's announcement was. If you see, we started with a premium scooter product, which is the S1 Pro. And yesterday we announced a whole range of products at different price points, starting from 80,000 rupees going up to 1.5 lakh rupees. So now we have a portfolio starting from absolutely at the entry level of scooters, equivalent to the ICE price point, and going up to 1.5 lakh rupees, which is our premium product, which is frankly the best scooter money can buy. And we believe with this kind of a pricing, consumers will find EVs fundamentally better than ICE vehicles. Because not just is the upfront price now equal to ICE for our EVs, but also using an EV is so much more cheaper than using petrol vehicles or ICE vehicles. Because petrol rates only go in one direction, whereas electricity is much more accessible and cheap, and the EV vehicles are much more efficient. So the running cost of an EV vehicle is roughly 1/10 or lower than a petrol vehicle. And now, if you buy an Ola EV, every month you save 2,500-3,000 rupees. So in a year you save about 30,000 rupees. So it's, buying an Ola EV or buying frankly any EV, not that there are many at this price point, but buying an Ola EV actually allows you to do better for the planet, but most importantly, do better for yourselves and for your wallet. And I believe, Nikunj, to your earlier point on legacy players, right? Now they might comment on the sidelines that EVs are not the future or that EVs are not price competitive. Yesterday we have changed that. And now actually the gauntlet has been thrown to them to react and to bring exciting EV products, competitive EV products to the market and compete. Because it is quite clear that ICE is over in scooters. And what we also did yesterday, Nikunj, is we showed our scooter portfolio, but we also painted a vision and a roadmap for our motorcycle segment. So we are actually moving the game from scooters into motorcycles for the next couple of years.
The fact that the FAME subsidy has been discontinued, is that indirectly good news for Ola? Because you are a market leader, and typically when the subsidies are reduced, the market leader always tends to gain much more in terms of market share and dominance.
Nikunj, firstly, I want to actually acknowledge the kind of visionary work the government has done over the last many years, where government has set a very clear vision for electrification of India. Government has set up a very, very enabling policy and incentive environment. This is what countries which have a strategic vision like China, US, Europe, they have also done it in their ecosystems, and the Indian government has also been very forthcoming, visionary in terms of doing that. And now as EV penetration is increasing, especially in the two-wheeler segment, the government will slowly taper off subsidies, which is, I believe, absolutely okay. The onus is on manufacturers to truly up their game in terms of having the capability in technology and manufacturing of new age components like motors, battery packs, etc., electronics. The scale of manufacturing and supply chain, as well as the technology, is required to bring price down. And I think the challenge is to us manufacturers to do that. And we have from day one been doing that. We've actually shown our factory to many people. Some of your colleagues might have visited, and they've seen what the kind of scale we've built and the kind of manufacturing depth we have created across multiple components. And that's what's allowing us to bring price down and offer consumers a whole suite of options at different price points.
You mentioned something very important, and this is a delight for consumers, which is that directionally you managed to bring the prices down. Do you think, given that the entire two-wheeler EV is still dependent on that important battery storage, and battery storage rates will come down. The natural direction for EVs in India is actually south and north-north.
Absolutely. And if you look at India's, even before India, the biggest cost component in EVs is the cell. And the cell today is all imported from different parts of the world. We buy from Korea. And cell is almost 1/3 of the cost of the EV. In some cases, 40% also is the cell. Now, we took a lead 2.5 years ago to start making lithium-ion technology and cells and manufacturing them here in India. And we are the most advanced company in India to be building lithium-ion technology. We are also in the process of setting up our own gigafactory. Phase 1 is going to be 5 gigawatt hours. It's India's first and largest gigafactory. At full scale, the gigafactory will be 100 gigawatt hour in one single location, one of the world's largest gigafactories. And by early next year, we will actually make the gigafactory operational, and we will start consuming our own Indian manufactured cells. And that's going to be a very important initiative to reduce cost further, but not just cost, make sure we are self-reliant on our energy requirements. Because if you see the paradigm on energy is moving from petroleum and mining and refining into material sciences and technology. So we in India need to build our own strength and capability and technology to build into this future paradigm on energy storage.
Can I safely assume that Ola Electric will only go public when you are ready to report profits, not before that?
So Nikunj, I will not comment on that specifically, but like I said, whenever we decide to go to public markets, and like I said, our business model has evolved very well, faster than I expected. So logically, we will also come to market sooner than we had originally thought. We will have a very good set of financial numbers also to show the market.